I am currently sick at the moment, so excuse my voice, but two things. This will be like 2 videos in one. Originally it was just gonna be like a travel with me kind of video, but then I didn't really get around to doing a lot of that stuff. However, outside of the whole travel thing, I have also done a lot of stuff that involves Etsy shop stuff and all sorts of other like comic-y things. So yeah, but for now, enjoy the video and I hope you all have a good day. Bye bye.
Previously on the last webcomic update.
My 5 subscribers. I know. Whoa, what a massive amount. This is the art exchange. Ooh, all the badges.
And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, my name is Pinky and welcome back to another webcomic update. However, it's a webcomic update with a twist. Ooh. You wanna know why? Because it's a travel edition. And guess what? You're coming on the journey with me. Got to get in there. Alrighty. Now, if you need anything or you feel claustrophobic, let me know, okay? I'll give you a little pocket for air so that way you don't die. But yeah, anyway. Bye. And onwards we went. So we drove for a little bit and I decided, well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and try to draw in the car, because what could possibly go wrong, right? So I decided to draw my Sonic Rosie. Yeah, I know, how dare I? Yeah, despite the bumpiness and all that stuff, I thought it turned out pretty good. In case you want evidence that I did in fact draw this in the car, we have some video evidence right over here. When it came to the whole drawing in the car thing, it was a lot of stopping and starting, because sometimes the road would be so bumpy that you would have to wait a while and then draw again, wait a little bit, draw again. Also, I'm really sorry about this quality. I don't know why my phone decided to do it like this, but it's there. It exists, so that's fun, I guess. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the drawing process, I suppose. And now, it's everyone's favorite show. Let's watch Pinky struggle to draw a basic line. Can you tell I was struggling? And yes, I totally did the whole eyeliner thing on purpose, and I totally didn't do that just to fix up the fact that it was looking like trash. No, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. And of course, I chose the most difficult pose to draw. Just, yep, fabulous choice. Here we can see Pinky trying to use her critical thinking skills. Where will she put the pencil next? Ooh, and she adds on to the hair. What a safe move. And this is the final result. And here I am, finally taking you out of the bag. I know, it took me long enough. Hope you guys didn't suffocate. I ended up fixing a drawing of mine that I did back at home. You see, it was a drawing of Mike, and in case you didn't look at my Instagram post, basically, this is what Mike would have probably been like pre-lab stuff, so before the whole story actually happened. However, I'll explain it more in this other video. Take it away, Pinky of the past. Hi, so about this image, so basically, I did this one at home. This one I also did at home. It's just I ended up fixing the body in the hotel room. And yeah, this one over here, I started drawing in that hotel room, but I never got to finish it. I also drew my magical girl OC as a chibi, because why not? And I also came up with some badge ideas. Look at them all. Okay. So yeah. Apart from that, I actually didn't really do a lot of webcomic stuff over the holiday because, you know, I was spending time with family and, you know, all that stuff. So I didn't really have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff. However, I also did some other stuff too in the car. As we were all driving into the car park, I came up with an idea. What if I did a chase scene in a car park? So basically what I did was that, you know, in the car, you know, I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to draw a car park, because why the hell not? And, you know, normally whenever I do perspective stuff, it's just a bunch of lines. And of course, I decided to spice it up a little by having a bunch of lines with a curve. Ooh. So as we can see here, it's like those multi-story car parks you see in big cities. So, you know, and I was thinking, hey, what if I did it so Sonia was on the run from like the bad guys, right? You know, of all our characters in it. And in the background, I did a advertisement for Max. He's advertising his own perfume, which I called Crescent Moon. I hope no one else doesn't have that name for a perfume bottle, because if so, then whoops, I'll change that immediately. But I never got to finish it in the car because it was so damn difficult that I just couldn't. My first mistake was, you know, drawing it in such a small scale, but my second mistake was making it really ambitious for what it was. So yeah, hopefully I'll finish that soon.
Little did Pinky know she would never finish it. Hi, Sick Pinky from the future here. I have a lot more stuff to show you guys, so let's move over to the drawing book. Greetings, Pinky from the future here, and now I know I sound different, but that's because I'm sick and you just gotta deal with it. So basically I got sick while I was up on my holiday thanks to some random lady who was coughing. I wanted to get away from her, but obviously that was not enough. So, anyway, basically I drew Oculus as a human. Here's all daggy, like, literal version. This was my first attempt at actually trying to draw a proper human version of Oculus. I imagine them being like a rundown CEO kind of guy, you know what I mean? Really grumpy, just had enough, you know? This was my second attempt, and in my opinion, the best attempt. Fun fact, I drew this while there was a bit of a blackout, because at the time of me drawing it, half of it I drew when there wasn't a blackout, the other half I drew during the blackout. I didn't bother to draw the hand because it was just too much effort. But if you want to see this whole entire thing, check it out on Instagram. Also, before the holiday, I drew a redraw of Tom, who, like, because if you don't know, I have character introductions, and I have the characters, like, next to an About Me section, and I did the same for Sonia. Originally, I was gonna do a thing where I drew her goggles and then put them up separately, but I was like, you know what, it'll be fine. So yeah, here's my edgy Sonic OC. If we move all this paper out of the way, this is a work in progress drawing of a younger Sonia. For those who don't know, Sonia used to actually work for Oculus Incorporated. Beforehand, how she ended up, working for the organization was simple. She was a subject at one point herself. So, in the old experiment, there was two, groups, Group A and Group B. Sonia was, I'm pretty sure, a part of Group B. But yeah, anyway, I double checked, and yes, so Sonia's subject number is B10. Means she was in group B. Her brother was in group A. They were part of a different experiment that was like, it was basically like the old version of the experiment that the main characters go through. So both her brother Ace and Sonia actually had a bit of a disagreement. Ace wanted to escape a more like quick and easy way, while Sonia wanted to try to do a more risk-free route by working her way up, by going into the actual organization itself and escaping that way. If you want to hear more about, their backstory and everything, please let me know, and I will happily info dump. But for now, let's move over to the computer. Wait. Before we go to the computer, I want to announce something. But guess what? I've finally come up with a package design for my badges. So while I was sick and coughing, I decided to do more of my packaging stuff. I had to do some tweaking here and there, but I eventually got it to a point where I'm pretty happy with it. Originally, I was going to do this cool thing where you were able to unfold it to get your stuff. However, I came to the conclusion that it was becoming a lot more difficult than what it was supposed to be, so I decided, well, hey, I give up. I'm just going to do it like this instead, which I think was definitely for the better, because in terms of actually like making it and everything, it's going to be so much easier to make than having to try to figure out how to do a little foldy thing and whatever, right? So yeah, this is the official packaging. Of course, it won't be made of printed paper. It'll be made of cardstock, kind of like this stuff basically. So it has the same flexibility as paper, just stronger. Not only will we be doing the regular badge maker badges, but we will also be bringing back the little clay badges too. I even made a little baby one. Isn't it just so cute? Like, look at its little face and tell me that's not adorable. These will be the expensive ones, the top tier ones. The reason for that being is because they take a fair bit to construct, compared to, say, these ones. These ones you just slap together on a machine, while these ones you actually have to kind of almost construct it a bit more. Think of it as a wearable sculpture or like something of the sort. There will be an in-between one which I'm still figuring out its design, but we're getting there, guys. I was so close, I can almost feel it. But anyway, let's move over to the computer.
Alrighty, and this is the packaging in all of its glory. As you can see, this had a lot of alterations at one point. I mean, alterations, you know what I mean, English. So yeah, this is what the thing looks like actually. So yeah, anyway, this is the drawing of my boys. We have Tom and Billy and Mike, and I mean, just look at them. Look at them. That is great. So as for the logos, I decided to draw them myself because A, we don't want to get sued for using people's logos, and B, I nearly said C for a minute, but B, I figured I can draw, right? I may as well draw the logos myself. So yeah, that's what I did. The Pinky store name, not final at the moment, but I plan on naming my store that because, I mean, as much as I want to keep it consistent and blah blah blah, I don't know, it's just something nice about it, the QR code over here actually takes you directly to your comic and everything. Actually, I'm having a great day today. So the QR code takes you directly to the comic. I know, it's so clever, so smart. So yeah, originally there was going to be a tab right over here, this here, and it was all going to fold up, but of course it was becoming a lot more complicated than what it needed to be. So I decided, you know what, I give up on making cool packaging. I'm just gonna do regular boring packaging. However, I do plan to do more than just my actual merch for my comic. I do plan on doing anime stuff and you know, just things that I think are cool. Like I plan on making all sorts of things like earrings and, you know, maybe bags. You know, I hope to eventually one day do a physical copy of my own comic, but hey, see how things go. But yeah, in terms of the comic department, I haven't done a whole lot, but I have done some stuff from last time. This was pre-traveling, so this is before I decided to travel. I still need to fix up a lot of things, but one thing is for sure, and it's that. Look at that before and after though. Before, after. Doesn't it look good? I think it does. I still need to do this page because I know for a fact that if I don't, I can't keep up with the whole 2 pages bi-weekly thing. Yeah, that's right. Just a friendly reminder that on, let me try to remember now. On the 21st July of this year, it will no longer be 1 page bi-weekly, but 2 pages bi-weekly. So instead of having 1 page bi-weekly, it'll be 2. And, you know, that was thanks to me reaching out to my small group of readers and getting their feedback. Because I will admit, even I thought it was going a little bit too slow, you know? So, yeah, I'm really, honestly, I'm grateful that I was able to even do a webcomic at all, because webcomics are hard, man. Like, you know, but at the same time, they are so rewarding. I love bringing my stories to life, you know? And the fact that, you know, there's some people out there that are actually bothered to read it at all just brings me so much joy. So thank you to all of the people who bothered to even read it at all. Yeah, let me just zoom in on my boy's face and look at him. Just a cutie. Hey, look at him. Look at his little face. Okay, so anyway, if you like what you see so far, please subscribe to Rumors and Conspiracies over on Comic Fury. And since this is YouTube now, let's go ahead, click the like button, subscribe, I don't know, all of that stuff. And I hope you all have a good day. Bye bye.